thoughts. What do you think's in Area 51?
Oh, mate, it could be anything. It could be aliens. It could just be a military base that everyone's, gassing up way too much. Yeah, it could be anything, man.
I've got a question about a conspiracy theory. Yeah, do you think that Area 51 is a decoy? So do you think Area 51 is actually Area 51, or because it's such a secret, the whole idea of Area 51 is a decoy, and the actual Area 51 is somewhere else?
I mean, that theory seems valid, but you say it's a secret. Well, to an extent, yeah. But then at the same time, it isn't, because Obama came out and spoke about it publicly. He told the American people, yeah, this is a place where, military weapons are produced and developed. It was like, it happened, well, it originally was in place when the Cold War happened. But now they're producing drones and stuff. So it possibly could be a decoy because the public know about it, if that makes sense.
That's yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Because the public know about it, it might be a decoy.
Probably is. They probably I mean, they say like what 1,500 people work there, right? I mean, no one knows that. Like, there's no concrete evidence to show that. That we're just going off the basis of what they've told the people in America.
Maybe there are 1,500 people that work at Area 51. Except Area 51 is a cover up for a place that only, like, I don't know, 50 people work at.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
It literally could be. The fact that you can view it on like Google Images and Google Maps and stuff, means that specific Area 51 may not be very secretive. There may not be anything major in there, but it could be a cover up for another Area 51.
I think I agree with, well, by the theory that subscribes to it is probably a decoy, because yes, it's secretive, no one knows what's behind it, but like I said, Obama came out and spoke about it. There's like, if they wanted something to be that secret, because obviously there's bare conspiracies about aliens being there and stuff like that. If it was that secretive, only out of the government, only like a select few people would know about it. It wouldn't be on satellite. It'd be proper under the radar.
Wait, why is it named Area 51?
You tell me.
It's probably something to do with the actual designated area that it's in.
Is that like the postcode, like the area code, or is like the number of locations there are? There's like 51 areas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could be. Something to do. It could even be the postcode. They might have like split up that area into different areas, and then it's located in the 51st area or something like that. That could be it.
I've seen this on, I think it was Joe Weller's podcast, and they were talking about Area 51, and this is such a good question. Yeah, they said surely there's got to be a head of Area 51. It's like there's someone who's like the highest up in the hierarchy. Yeah. How do you become the head of Area 51? Is that just like I'm literally repeating what Joe Weller said. Like, what do you just like? Is it just a normal kid that goes to school and then they get chosen, or like do they work? Like, how do you get into working there?
Well, I think it's got to be some sort of government system, because obviously.
But how do they choose?
It could be a monarchy. It could be a bloodline kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the other thing. Like, literally, could just be like running in a family, and then it gets past like whoever's in the family.
I mean, you don't know, but
probably like pick out like the smartest people with the highest IQs in it from like schools and stuff.
What if they say no? Then like, and what if they cut? I don't think they'd risk it.
I don't think there's a process of a CV where you write your CV and like, I got this many A levels.
No, exactly. There's not that.
You probably need to have a certain amount of years working in, say, the military or higher.
No, I don't think that's the case as well. Obviously, like I said, it opened during the Cold War, so obviously its main purpose, or to begin with, was to develop military weapons and stuff. So in terms of what you guys are saying about, obviously they probably do pick and select people, but obviously that's probably based on intelligence.
I think
like you decide you want to go into the military, and you do a few missions, you gain their like proper trust and all that. You gain a lot of experience in it, and then eventually they offer you like the job in it, the position.
You know how you're saying trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I agree with Jay. It could be like a monarchy because it's like whoever, because the family is probably the people they can trust the most. It's someone who's probably already knows a few of the secrets that happen.
See, do you know what? I agree with that because think about it, right? Are you guys all familiar with who the CIA are in America?
CIA.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
so
yeah, I know it's
they're basically like the MI6 of like, well, the UK for us. The CIA and Area 51, they're two completely different things. So normally you would think, obviously, the Secret Intelligence Agency, like they're the most, secretive things, like in America, and they know all
Mhm.
details that, like, obviously the public don't. But obviously, it was stated that the CIA were actually the people who first acknowledged Area 51. So obviously, there could be two different hierarchies. So that being a monarchy may be true.
I would never put it.
It
I'd never
seems like
completely dismiss that.
it seems like the easiest way to ensure trust in the person who's ahead of it all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And because
Um,
what they say is like, if you come out and you reveal something about like, I don't know, like say for aliens or something that's going on inside you, they'll basically like threaten your whole family, and so that's why the secrets don't get out.
yeah.
I mean, you say threaten your whole family, but if it's running in like a
No, but if
particular
it wasn't in
family,
the family, yeah, if it wasn't ran in the family, no, I'm talking about workers because 1,500 people, they're not all going to be part of the family.
yeah, but no one ever sees anyone go in and out of Area 51.
Oh, that's because people are looking at the gates. It could be like a whole underground system or something like that.
Yeah, I think it is a whole underground system. I guess you don't enter from that location, you enter from somewhere else and you travel there by tunnel.
Yeah. Or it could just be in a completely
Yeah, that's
different
possible.
location.
It's just baffling because you think someone will take this underground tunnel. It's not like it's like a
Yeah.
Batcave, It's not
No,
like
we're talking. This is the most secret thing in America.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
Area 51 itself is extremely remote, so they'll probably find another really remote area to build a tunnel in it, somewhere where no one would want to go in.
Suspect somewhere where you wouldn't even suspect, maybe.
So
Yeah.
do you think it's related to the government? Do you think the government knows about it?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Area 51.
could
Yeah,
be
is.
the ones behind it.
Yeah. 100% the government knows about it. If it was,
No, but then
it couldn't
that
have been.
poses the question
It
though.
can't be this known about if it were a private kind of thing. If it were privately
No,
owned,
I understand.
then
I understand that, but then you have to look at it from the perspective. If the government know about it, why have they got both the Area 51 doing their jobs and the CIA doing their jobs? There must have similarities. That
well,
poses the question.
Yeah, surely whatever they do at Area 51, they could just do at the Pentagon.
Yeah, exactly.
well,
So
but
that leads to the question of what Sukar said earlier. Are they doing something more than this military stuff?
yeah, exactly.
100%. I
aliens.
think that there's aliens. They've got aliens.
It's another Guantanamo Bay, fam. It's the American version.
Well, apparently, people have literally said, people who have worked there have come out and they've said, well, aliens just are real. And
Yeah.
then
they're
something
just,
happens to them.
Yeah.
Something happens to those people who say it because obviously they're not allowed to say that. But I think there's so much evidence that there are aliens in Area 51. Furthermore, do you believe that aliens are a thing anyway?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it's
even if it is a
100%.
microorganism, I still believe that there's something out there
Exactly.
in the universe.
Yeah, that even if
100%.
it's
The
a
possibility is
microorganism,
just like
Jay, hit
there's
them with the planet thing.
listen.
How many
Okay,
planets and stuff?
there's trillions of planets in our single galaxy, and there's
yeah,
trillions of
and the universe ever expanding in it.
yeah, the universe is ever expanding, and there's trillions of other galaxies similar to ours out there as well. Trillion squared. That's how many planets there roughly is. Now you're telling me that there's not a single other planet out there that has at
Yeah,
least
exactly.
microorganisms living on them.
So you're telling me it's just humans?
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
not possible.
It's statistically that's impossible.
Do you guys think that these quote unquote aliens? Yeah.
Mm.
So it's basically just they're other beings. Do you think they are like super intelligent beings?
Yeah.
Well, there must be. If they're kept in a secret location, where only
No,
what?
yeah, but they don't live in Area 51. I'm talking they've probably found some aliens and they're like researching them, but aliens don't live on the Earth.
No, but
I don't
obviously,
think.
if they have them in Area 51, they're on Earth, aren't they?
What Sukaj is saying is, what obviously they don't originate from Earth, but what if there's aliens
Yeah,
just walking about like a Men in Black kind of
No.
situation?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, literally.
you watched Paul, the film
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Peg and Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those situations where an alien is crash landed, and the government have come and taken it and covered the whole situation up.
Yeah. Well, no, he's saying what Sokraj is saying is, what if, for example, out of us four, one of us can literally be an alien right now and just be pretending that we're normal humans.
No one would ever know.
No one would ever know. Yeah. So that's what he's saying, and they're so advanced that, I don't know, they can look exactly like a human, act exactly like a human, but instead they know anything. They have the ability.
We'll never know though. That's the question, because every government has secrets.
Do you think we'll ever know? Like, say in like, not us personally, but I'm talking us as in the human race. Do you think we'll ever know?
I think
Ever.
we could.
Well,
I think
look at Elon Musk, and he wants humans to live on Mars, and eventually maybe he'll get there. And
we're
I think
constantly advancing.
100% we're going to be in Mars soon. We'll get to Mars.
I'd say within the next 30 years, there's going to be multiple people on Mars.
100%.
The best possible. I don't think the government will ever come out in America or the UK and be like, "Yo, this is what's happening." No, I think the best way we're going to learn is through science and someone actually figuring it out. Because obviously, say aliens are these like unique. They're not even human beings at the end of the day. They're just extremely intelligent. But obviously, as humans, like obviously in this modern generation and stuff, technology keeps on developing. You know, there's one day in science, there's gonna come a day where someone clicks onto something and finds out something.
What if that science is already, like, it's been discovered?
Oh, I think they have. That's what I'm saying. I think they have. I think it's been discovered. It's just not out yet. They know everything. Trust me. They know it all.
I mean,
like,
you know what?
It's all about the public reaction to it, innit?
I mean,
exactly. Say the US government came out and said we found aliens, there'll be such an uproar, because they'll be like, the country will be like, what else are you lying to us about? Like, what else don't we know?
Do you know what? Do you know this principle you can apply to so many situations? Like, everyone knows the conspiracies that governments knew ages ago about the coronavirus, but they didn't take it with any aplomb. They just thought, nothing. But obviously now everyone's panicking because of, like, you know, the disaster it's caused. So obviously, if one day, like you said, if the government come out and say, "Oh, we found aliens," for them it's like, "Oh yeah, we've known about them for like what 10 or 20 years, but we're just gonna lay this information out on the public." So we'll cause
what else have they known? What else have they known for these years? But what do you think about the like Men in Black thing? Like, do you know how they can just like, what if we've seen aliens and they've just like got rid of our memory?
Oh yeah, they have a memory eraser.
Yeah. Imagine.
Do you know, it's just crazy because obviously, you know, obviously there's so many secrets that the public don't know, because what would be the point of places such as Area 51, intelligent agencies such as the CIA and the MI6? There wouldn't be any need for any of this if there were no secrets, you feel?
Well, but then they say that the CIA...
Sokraj, you know what you were saying? You know, like with a memory eraser.
Yeah.
Imagine the possibility of that, because sometimes people get deja vu in it when they think they've seen something before.
Obviously,
really,
I'm not saying it's real, but like low key.
The possibility is we're living in a simulation. You'd really never know. I went to the Men in Black studios in Disneyland. Not Disneyland, sorry, Universal. You know, that shit was proper crazy. So I know to peel these aliens. They come.
They were talking about this, about how, you know, the whole existence of aliens, Do you know the pyramids in Egypt?
Yeah.
They were built.
They were. Do you think they had alien help with the pharaohs?
You know what? I can't even. I would say because
it's not possible. Do you know, with all the technology we have nowadays, we still can't replicate those pyramids. With all the technology we have now, we can't replicate the ones that they created. Like, humans cannot physically carry those blocks. And if you see the man-made pyramids, they look like they're rubbish compared to the ones that were created by the pharaohs.
And you gotta remember as well, these were slaves moving these, so they weren't fed much and stuff. They were
they're not really strong.
To add on to that point, obviously we know there were different types of living organisms back in the day, and like obviously humans were one type, and there was like several others. Obviously, there probably were aliens, but they weren't classed as aliens because we'll never know.
You know what? I don't. You know with with pyramids, you know how they're tombs basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're graves, and no one is allowed to go under the grave.
Yeah, that
well, you can go inside.
Maybe it's an alien grave.
No, you can go inside, but it's like a second. You can go in there for like just literally in and out when you visit it, and you can't take any cameras or pictures or anything.
Yeah, you can't go deep within it. No one has been deep within it because the government stops people from exploring it. They're not allowed to explore it. And
Maybe,
I don't
the
think
hieroglyph, maybe it's a message.
the hieroglyphics. Yeah, people have said that they depict like these kind of extraterrestrial, super advanced things. Helping create it. But I think that not even the Egyptian government knows if there's anything in there as well. I think they're protecting it for.
Really?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
Salah does.
I think they're protecting it more for kind of religious reason or cultural reason or something like
I think
that.
cultural, yeah.
Cultural, yeah. But
Someone
so not
knows.
even
Someone
they
knows
want to
what's
go
in
in
there.
there. You know.
Oh, because apparently, this was from the Joe Weller thing as well. So someone went in there, and I think it was Tutankhamun's grave, or what is it called? Sorry, coffin.
The tomb.
Tomb, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too.
And so they heard some voices saying "get out," and one of the people, he was bit by a mosquito and he died the next day. But then that literally just could be malaria in Egypt, which is common. But then it's just like, what are the chances it happened when they walked and seen the tomb and they got told to get out by a voice?
Yeah, but you know what? You but then you also look at it from the other perspective. You're just going off what someone's saying.
Yeah, I know. That's why I just gave both. But I was like, there could be the malaria thing, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, it could.
That's with
no one knows
everything.
anything.
That's why we can locally just think whatever we want.
I can confidently say though, 100% there is definitely life out there, even if it doesn't even know that we exist or anything like that. There is definitely life on another planet somewhere out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
of
know we
course.
exist. They know we exist.
Yeah, of course.
But there's also a chance that on another planet they could be growing like us. They could be.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine
But
that would
They
be
could be
ridiculous.
Neolithic.
That's
You know,
crazy.
that they could be in
Yeah,
their kind of
yeah, in the
dark
same
ages
way.
still.
I think
But then
alien-
do you know what's actually mad though? It's like you think that, and obviously I agree with you on that. But they must be developing technologies like what NASA are doing. Elon
Now
Musk is
they've
trying to
got the
get people to Mars.
technologies. These aliens. These
No,
aliens have
but
the technology. What
yeah,
if they've got aliens helping them in Area 51?
but I'm saying the technology to get to us.
Yeah,
They can get to us. I promise you that. No, okay, I don't promise, but like, obviously, I think they can.
yeah.
I mean, I saw a really wild conspiracy that the coronavirus originated from Area 51.
Well, they
It's
did.
No,
so
but
wild.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They did find recently that it may not have originated from China. So
China.
China.
Wuhan.
Have you seen the film Contagion?
Is what?
What'd you say?
Have you seen the film Contagion? It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
No.
The
No,
produced in
it's-
2011.
It's a film. I think it was made in about
2011.
2011,
Yeah.
and they describe a virus. Yeah, a deadly virus that originated from a pig and a bat that
they had
Did
intercourse.
the
Yeah,
deed.
yeah, yeah.
Did the deed, yeah.
it's literally it became trending because it's literally like it was. What's happening now is the same as what was happening in that film, where everyone's going crazy with the buying and stuff, and the panic.
See, do you know what?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Hang on,
you know,
how
this
can a
is,
bat have sex with a pig?
see,
Sorry,
you
carry
know-
on.
this is what people need to obviously ask themselves the question. Yeah, like I think it's quite clear that they knew about the coronavirus before it actually became a thing, and the government do know a lot of things that obviously sometimes they can't share with the public. But if they know some things that's going to be threatening, like aliens, might become threatening in the next 30 to 40 years. If they know that's going to happen, then why not just reveal it so people prepare themselves? Like no one was prepared for this. This came from nowhere.
No, but
It changed
the thing
everything.
Is, we some aliens could be so advanced to the point where we could prepare as much as we want, but we could just be wiped out with a single blow.
I don't think. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right.
Yeah. Of course, if the government were confident that we could prepare ourselves for an invasion and they were aware of other aliens, then they would have maybe told us, or maybe kind of watered it down a bit, but they would have maybe told us. But the fact that
Well,
they
why
haven't
do you
said
think we were
anything,
out practicing on Black Ops 1 and 2 with the ray gun?
yeah, well, they're for zombies though. But like
Yeah,
the fact that they
same
haven't
thing.
said anything though means that they either haven't ever seen an alien, or if they have seen an alien, which they most likely have, then they know that we don't stand a chance against them, so they're not bothering.
We
Can
definitely
I ask
have
you guys a
some...
question?
Go on.
Go on.
Wait, let me ask you guys a question. Yeah. Have you ever met someone or come across someone, not someone that you know, like in public, and they've acted in a way, and you just question it, you're like, that behavior is just weird. Like Jay, think of it. Do you know the shop? You know the shop which I'm on about.
Well,
I remember the
the
shop.
Jordan Peterson one.
Shop, bro.
Oh,
I
shop.
Oh no,
remember
not
the
the Jordan
shop.
Peterson story. I'm on about. Imam, do you know
Oh,
what
the
shop I'm on about?
shop.
I know which
House of
shop you're on
Fraser.
about.
Have you ever met someone and been like, and just been like, how? I know you debate in your head whether they're human or not,
Yeah.
or like if they're controlling themselves,
Mm,
if something's controlling them.
that
I know it's
shop.
weird, but like
that shop
low key,
in
you get
town.
that thought sometimes.
Yeah, that shop in town.
Yeah, that shop. Oh my god.
That shop. Basically, there's this shop that we've been into a few times, and all the people there are like the people that work there. They're like programmed to ask you the same question, the
But
exact
the
same
way they
question.
ask it is so.
And do you know what's the
It's
worst thing
Weird.
about
They
it?
sound like a robot, and they all say the exact same thing, even if it's not a question. And it's so weird. It's
Do
really
you
weird.
know the shop is in such a secluded part of the town center as well. It's really
Yeah, but
bizarre.
and their voices are so like monotone.
Yeah.
Like when
No.
they speak, it just
Yeah.
oh,
It's like
so
you're speaking to
weird.
Siri, isn't it? You speak to
Yeah,
Siri.
And then, but at the same time,
literally.
you could think that maybe they're just crackheads, though, all of them. You know.
Well,
another
they're
thing.
not. They're not. They look. I don't know. And they look dead behind the eyes. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
See,
yeah,
look,
yeah.
I'm all for having the same lingo. Sukraj, you know, the beauty card and that, yeah, you know, the same line. But
Yeah.
that is a different level of.
No, that's a weird type of like programming your workers.
I don't know. Maybe we've seen aliens in the town center. You know.
Imagine. No, that's jokes. You know, that's actually so funny.
You probably
Obviously they're normal. Obviously they're normal people. They just give off weird vibes. But like,
maybe
it's just funny to talk about it in that way.
maybe
in
like
this video.
every like third person that you walk past on the street is an alien. You know.
That you know, I'm all for this alien thing, but yeah,
that seems a bit
that was
too
bit
that
mad.
seems a bit too
That was a bit
frequent.
mad.
It's a bit
That's
too
not true.
frequent. Okay,
It's
fine.
not
fine.
true.
Yeah, Jay, you might as well say, yeah. What if you're an alien?
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
not true.
you are an alien because you're an immigrant from another country. But you know what I'm saying?
I'm actually not an immigrant from another country.
Wait, Jay, Sukraj, you just
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah.
When you think about it though, like you know the big town center that we've been to, yeah, like the
Yeah.
big one. It's like how like you can just walk past anything and you just see something weird. Any corner you turn around, you just what the f are you doing? Like you can just look at someone and just like, yeah, you're odd.
Just weird stuff. Like
Mm.
weird stuff. Yeah, I get
just-
you. It's creepy. No, but I think there's a difference between something being weird and something being creepy.
Yeah, and some
Creepy is when you get a
being-
weird feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
if
then
someone's
it's like
weird,
when
you just have that.
Like it's the vibe when you walk into
Yeah.
that shop. It's not the what it looks
Exactly.
like. It's that vibe you get. It's weird.
It's like something's always watching over you.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
Yeah.
mad. It's crazy.
Say okay. You know, if someone said to you, yeah, there's this forest. This forest is 100% haunted, and I'm just saying, imagine someone someone said to you, 100%, you go into this forest, you'll see an alien. Would you go there?
Did Logan Paul tell us about this forest?
Jeez.
Jeez, whoa.
Oh, right, but let's go.
Whoa,
Let's
that
not
was fast. You
ponder
came up
on
with
that
one
too
fast.
much.
But
You
so
came up
what
with that
was
one
what was the
fast.
question again?
So, hypothetically, yeah, someone comes and says to you, 100%, you go into that forest at night, you'll see an alien. Would you go into that forest?
Depends who
If
says
I'm
it.
with someone else.
No, I'm saying hypothetically, and he's 100% right. Like,
Do you
you
have to
go into
go?
that
Do you have
forest,
to
you'll
go
see an
alone?
alien.
Do you have to go alone?
You can take one person with you.
Yeah, if I'm taking one person with me, yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
I'd go
go.
if I take a
I'd go.
person.
Listen, I
Yeah,
don't
but
care
you
if
could
that
both
thing.
you could both never come back.
I don't
or you
care
could
if
both
that thing
go in there,
kills
make a
me
friend
as
with an
long
alien.
as long
I
as
mean,
one time I can see it, right?
No, because if it kills you, you can't spread that message to anyone that
I
aliens
don't.
are a thing.
As long as I know, I'm happy.
Fair enough. Like mental
yeah, no, I
satisfaction.
agree with
Yeah,
Jay,
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's the similar concept to the Bermuda Triangle. Like if you go, you're not coming back.
Yeah, well, people have been through
True.
it and came
But
back.
aren't you just agreeing with the government if they're actually covering it up then? Because you're like saying, oh, well, if I see, I wouldn't tell anyone.
We
And
can't
No,
cover
but I'm
it up,
saying
though,
you're not
we'll be
guaranteed
gone.
to die. You're
No,
not
yeah,
guaranteed
no,
to die. That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
like
I'm saying there's a chance you'll die.
yeah. If I'm coming back alive, then I'm telling people. But if I die, I'm happy to die, as knowing that.
But so
I've
you're
seen
telling people if you see it.
yeah, and then I'm probably gonna go.
How are
Of
you
course.
going
missing.
about it?
I'm
You're
probably
just going to
gonna
go
go
tell the
missing.
news reporter.
No, here's the problem. If you tell the news reporter, They're going to put it on the news. They're going to say, "Oh, it's all shady. He's a crackhead. He's chatting a load of rubbish," and people just aren't going to believe you. You see some of these
Yeah,
people. You see some of these people who've seen UFOs, and they do look like idiots.
No,
Because
why I'm asking you this question, yeah, is because this is what I'm trying to say is if you there's a chance you can die if you meet the alien, yeah, in this hypothetical situation, or if you met the alien, he left you, you come back, he or she left you, and you come back, yeah, you reveal it, they could just kill you the next day
actually,
Yeah,
because
no,
because
you
you know what I'm
revealed
doing. You know what I'm doing.
everything happened. No, Jay, shut up for a second. Everything happens
it.
for a reason, and if they let you go, that's for a reason.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what
so
I'd
you could
do.
reveal it and then die the next day.
No, you know what I'd do
Exactly.
actually. You know what I'd do? I'd go back to that forest the next day if they let me live. I'd befriend it. I'd befriend it. Imagine how much knowledge. No, imagine how much knowledge this thing has. Right? You
Yeah, I
can.
know. It's a genius. It's literally the genius.
Yeah, you can become friends with it. It can teach you amazing things.
Probably.
Wow.
But what if it just slaps you?
One of the cast in the film E.T.
What?
What were you even saying then?
What are you waffling about?
Jay,
Yeah.
how do you know if it's not gonna like threaten to kill you or anything?
Yeah, the next day.
You
Imagine
can't-
it's just
how
in a
would
good
you know
mood.
No,
speak its
if it-
language.
Do you think they
this is
speak
good. This is
English?
good. What? Say again.
Do you think the aliens speak English? Like, if they were aliens, you think they speak English?
If they were advanced enough, they would have learnt the language and would be able to speak it.
What if they create the language? I'm joking. Okay, we know Shakespeare. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Shakespeare made like
Don't
2,000
even
words,
get us
mate.
started on where the English
What if
language
Shakespeare was an
originated.
alien? What?